Hi guys, it's Kimberly and I'm so excited to be bringing you this reading. Wow, I haven't done a live in a really long time, so bear with me as I get my bearings again. So I'm so excited for you guys let's talk about January, let's talk about the new year, let's talk about why we're doing this. So I'll kind of keep reiterating and repeating throughout. I've got my computer pulled up here so that I can better keep track of comments as we get into that portion of the reading. Hey Jess, and hey Becky, and hey to all my followers that are already here. Thank you so much for joining. So let's just talk about quickly like why I'm doing this. So we're doing this as a benefit. It's myself, Aluna Ash, and Molly, the Happy Soul Coach. I have the links to their channels below in the description box. If you guys want to watch their replays, they should be going live sometime around now. Aluna, I know, is having some connectivity issues and she might do her full reading tomorrow. But whatever the case, we're doing this as a benefit for raising funding for my cancer journey. And all of the videos on the GoFundMe page are up to date. So if you guys want an update on my journey or what's happening, you can look at that. The donation button is below. So I'm going to give away tonight an Akashic record reading. I'm going to give away a soul coaching session. And I want you guys to think about donating, even if it's just a small amount or whatever you can give. I appreciate it. I need that for the second leg of my journey. I'm actually 3 days out of a major surgery and I'm doing really, really well. So I'm really excited about that. There's been a change of course. Things went from being really, really bleak to just being really, really like new solutions, new path, new trajectory. Thank you, Melissa, for saying that I look great. I feel you guys don't even know, like I was literally on my deathbed in December. It was really, really a hard few months, November and December. Like I can't even explain to you how challenging it was. So I'm even more in, I think, gratitude to be here and be bringing you this because I didn't think I'd be able to do this 3 days after surgery. So I'm so excited and I feel good and my body's getting stronger already. So anyhow, I need your help and this is why we're doing this. So feel free to watch the replays on Molly's channel, on Aluna's channel. They're going to give you their insights for the new year. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to talk about January forecast. You guys know, if you aren't already on my email list, sign up on my website. Every month I send out an extended forecast. This month's going to be really extended because I'm going to touch upon January and I'm also going to talk about sort of what's ahead for 2020 or give you a glimpse at that, okay? So let's talk a bit about that, what I've been channeling, and then we'll get into a reading for, we'll say, collective energies. We'll pull some cards and some messages for Twin Flames specifically. And then I'm gonna leave it to you. As you guys donate, I want you to comment, let me know that you've donated, and I'll start to pull cards for you at the end. So if you wanna hang in there till the end, I'm happy to pull some individual cards for you guys who have made that effort to donate. Again, all the links are below in the description box, donation, or if you wanna catch the other readers, their 2020 readings, it's all right there, okay? So I'll keep reminding you throughout. So let's talk about January, important dates. January 10th, full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer. Whoa, Cancer, I'm a Cancerian. I know you guys know what Cancer represents. We're gonna talk about this. January 11th and 12th, I have my transformational weekend. If you guys haven't checked that out, make sure you do that. January 24th is new moon in Aquarius. And we're gonna see some carryover from 2019 into this new decade. And I want you guys to be aware of that we're gonna take some things that are still just kind of wrapping up. It's almost like there's sludge on our bodies and we've got a lot of the sludge off. But during the month of January, I feel like we're gonna be taking a brush and really just getting the rest of it off. Come February, I feel like we stand up cleansed and we take a step forward. So January is going to have some ups, downs, energetic highs, energetic lows. I think it'll be a good start to a new year. I don't think it'll be a bad start at all to a new year. I think it's going to be a good, bright start. But I do think that there's some carryover. So let's talk about what that is. Firstly, this solar eclipse that we just had, how many of you felt or experienced some sort of like karmic, either conflict or just karma with, it could be with strangers, with family. I feel like there was like this karmic rise, like where we had sort of like a heightened energy where we're clearing karma with strangers, with family, with relationships. And I feel like those experiences, whether they were brief interactions with strangers or they were bigger interactions with people that you're in relationships with, I feel like a lot of people are clearing a lot of karma as this year comes to a close right now. So there's little interactions, there's little things that have been built up, I would say. And the purpose of this karmic clearing, so whoever you experience this with, the eclipse kicked your butt, Melissa, okay. So terrible cold, all right, so that's good. So not that I want you to be sick and have a cold, but what I'm about to say kind of goes along with this. The reason why we're being asked to karmically clear is so that we can bring up collectively suppressed emotions. And so these are emotions like frustration, anger, guilt, shame, blame, sadness, okay? So whatever these interactions riled you with or brought up or brought to the surface, it's for the purpose of a karmic clearing and cleansing, okay? So I do feel like that's taking place now. It's been taking place since the solar eclipse. We're sort of in this energy. And the way it's being shown to me is like a deep cleansing and a necessary purge that now gives way to purification. And like I said, it's almost like we have like a little bit of sludge still left on us, and these could be from karmic cycles in relationships. This could just be karma that we put out into the world or that we receive from others. And this karmic sludge, we are taking the scrub brush over the month of January and we are totally rinsing it clean, okay? I'm just gonna look at the comments real quick. So some of you guys are sick. I'm so sorry to hear that. A lot of people are sick. I've been hearing my little cousin's baby has bronchitis. People around me have had pneumonia. There's a lot of upper respiratory stuff going on, right? Tonsillitis, bronchitis, that type of stuff. Things with our lungs. This is about taking a deep breath. Make sure that you focus on your breath, okay? Because in this purification, our lungs are being called to be cleared, and we need to learn how to breathe from the deepest level, from, through our lungs, purifying the lungs, and through the belly, and through the chakras, and to clear and to realign. And I think that this is happening really as a way to help many people kind of take that deeper breath. And that's both metaphoric and I think literal. So I think taking the deeper breath, like literally learning how to focus on your breath and clear and cleanse your lungs. I go to a salt cave. I don't know if you guys have ever been to salt caves, but that really, really helps you clear out all the impurities, and that can really help with anything bronchial or respiratory. So if you guys are dealing with those types of illnesses right now, again, I feel like it's all about the lungs and the breath, cleansing, clearing. Let's see. So I feel like, okay, as we go into January, into this new decade, into this new year, thanks you guys for those of you who are just joining. And again, I appreciate everyone following. Don't forget to donate. Follow the other readers who are doing the live reads tonight, both Aluna and Molly. And links are below. So let me get back to what I was saying about this new year. So the new year is starting off bright, even though there's some karmic carryover, even though we're still kind of cleansing that sludge off. So the new pathways forward have been illuminated, and I feel like you guys are internally seeing this now. Like for some people, there's been epiphanies. There's been things that have just really just lit up during this solar eclipse. And through those epiphanies, you're creating a strategy. You're creating an internal strategy to open up the gateway for not just the pathway to illuminate for you, but to just open up the gateway to that new path. Your next moves are being, like I said, it's an internal sort of planning. It feels like laying the bricks or laying the stones, but inside. It's not even, I don't even feel like you're sharing this with people. I feel like you just kind of know what your next steps are, and you're starting to get that illumination during this period. So I would say my advice would be to ride out the emotional current of what we're going to experience through the lunar eclipse in Cancer, full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer on the 10th. This is going to be a little bit emotional, I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like it's going to be a little bit up, a little bit down. I think we're going to need to rest and regroup. I think there's a 3-week period that I've been talking about for a while that we take the first 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks of January to regroup. I think during this time you're internally strategizing. I think that by the new moon in Aquarius at the end of January, you're going to be a lot more poised to make your steps forward or to start to take action. I believe that there's still going to be some of this ebb and flow and moodiness and up and down even through the new moon in Aquarius, but at that point we're going to be much more ready to actually take the action steps. Okay, so what I feel is that let me read it to you from my because I feel like I can just say it better. This is from my forecast that's going out in a few days. So I'm saying there will be time for taking action and making strides forward with the new moon in Aquarius on the 24th. Take heed that there may still be an emotional overtone and a feeling of instability that prevails during this time. I keep receiving the message to stay focused and fixated on your intentions. This is like an internal plotting, an internal, like you know what the next steps are. Keep focused on those intentions. And don't let energetic fluctuations or physical curveballs, anything in the physical world, to throw you off course. Flex with any changes that occur, but remember to stay in line with what you desire to manifest. Once we get to mid-February, I feel that we stand up and we shake off any of the carryover from 2019 and or the decade. And we're ready to step forward, cleansed and clear. I feel like we'll be even more cleansed through the Piscean energy that we get in February, through the new moon at the end of February. And I believe that this will have us looking to new shores and understanding better how to bring our fantasies and all that we've romanticized into reality. So let me leave it at that for a second. So when we talk about this, I feel like turning points are, we carry over some of this muck into January. We take time to rest and regroup. We're still tying up some karmic stuff. Then we shake it off. And at the end of, thank you, Jennifer. I am doing better since my surgery. Thank you so much. So at the end of January, we start to take action steps. We've been plotting, strategizing. We're taking these steps. The new pathways are going to be much more open. I feel like come February 7th, I believe that's a Friday. I keep seeing that date as a pivotal date. February 7th is like the gates open. It's not like a big luminous gateway, but it's like this pathway just opens. And we're going to be able to take these steps forward and really get the new year underway. So don't be discouraged if you don't really feel like the new year's underway right in January. It's going to happen. You're going to really make a lot of forward strides, and I feel like in a cleansed and clear way come February. Now, April, I'm just giving you guys like a quick glimpse of like the first half of 2020 is the way I see it, the way I've been seeing it. April has been shown to me over and over again as a very pivotal month. So April in the past 3 or 4 years, if you guys remember, if you've been on this journey, has been tough. Every single April, there's been something. There's been karmic, twin flame separations, tough, heavy energy, waves of energy that come in. I'm being shown April as like the height of the year. April is being when we get the green light on new plans, when the new offers come to us, when the new opportunities come to us. Some people will move, some will take job offers, some will make exciting changes. Things are really going to be opening at that point. A lot of transition that we've sort of like the seeds that we planted from January through March, this will all come to fruition starting in April. And then those changes are gonna really, really help with the second part of the year. The doors are opening was the message that I get around that. Other messages that I have been getting for, fresh air, you asked, can I explain this live? This live is part of a collaboration. So I have been on a cancer healing journey. I have stage 4 cancer, believe it or not. I know you can't tell by looking at me. I'm 3 days out of a surgery. Thank you guys all for your well wishes. I'm doing very well. And I am actually been raising funding to support my journey as I heal naturally. And I have 2 other friends in the community, Aluna Ash and Molly, the Happy Soul Coach, who are also going live at this time to bring you guys just a treat. We're trying to give you guys a treat, something fun for you. Channeled messages, reading for January and for 2020. And if you want to donate, if you feel inclined to donate at the end of this reading, I'm gonna just comment that you donated, and I'll, like Jennifer just said, I donated. Thank you, Jennifer. I will, pull a card for you. And beyond that, I'm also going to give away a couple of readings, a reading and a soul coaching session. And I just thank you all for all of your contributions. I know so many of you have already helped, and this is just our way of giving back, and the other readers are just kind of helping to support me. So thank you guys so much. All right, so other messages that I've been getting for like even current energies that we're taking into the new year is that we're going to have waking past life remembrance. So this is going to be happening in flashes. I get it less in dream state, more in waking remembrance. So if that happens, don't be surprised. Don't think that you're crazy. I feel like you're getting clues and cues to some of your past life stuff. So this will be actually waking memories. This is glimmers of this are coming through. They're coming through in flashes, quick memories, and resonance with certain aspects, places, times, eras. But I feel like you'll get specifics, some of you, okay? There's a lot of messages around, I think, we're dissolving the karmic cycles. I think we're moving towards kindness. There's a lot of emphasis on patience and gratitude at the beginning of the year. This is when we need to be very patient in January. Have a lot of gratitude for where we're at. Not try to rush out of the gate. It's coming. I also get the message like that for someone, or for maybe a group of you who are joining in at this time. I don't know. I got the message really clearly just before I turned on the camera. The justice for someone would be served in October. That the scales would balance. And this is interesting too, because that's like Libra. That's the Libra energy. So I was getting like someone who, like if you start a lawsuit or a divorce or something, like it'll wrap up in October for you. You know who you are. It would be anyone who has something like legal in motion or wants to set something legal in motion. It feels very legal. It feels like literally legal. That there would be, the scales of balance would be restored in October, or that justice would be served. This could also be a larger message for all of you about justice being restored or served, or balance being achieved come that part of the year. So let's go into a card reading now, and I'm just going to hold up the cards because of the way I have the camera, positioned. So we'll start with the traditional tarot deck, and this is going to be for January, and if I get messages beyond that, then we'll see. And if you guys have questions, I would love to hear them. I'm going to keep looking over at the comments. Thank you guys for all your support and prayers. I so appreciate it. Yep, all the women all live now. Yep. That's great. All of us female readers. Okay. All right, so this is where we're looking back to the past maybe a little bit. So there's also this return to kindness. I feel like this is some of this karmic clearing that we've been doing, maybe in a relationship and or with familial relationships. This is also the healing of our past, like our childhood past traumas. I feel like this is all connected to some of the karma that we've been clearing. And this karma that we've been clearing has been helping us return to alignment, and that alignment is helping us return to kindness. Kindness is the word of the year. I'm not kidding you. You'll see. There's this unity consciousness that's going to take over. We are forming a new, like a utopia this year. It's not going to be formed by the end of the year, but it's forming. And I feel like the utopia comes as we resolve the karma within and within our lives, and we step towards kindness with patience. And the only way to do that is to resolve the separation from within. Some of this has to do from our past. Some of this is going back to like the innocence of our youth, like before there was the wounding or the corruption or whatnot. This could also be returning back to kindness or compassion in a certain relationship in your life, like could be with twin flames, like where you're seeing like the sincerity and the purity of the connection again in a new way, in a good way. And that person is also seeing it within you. So this could be like a bit of a renewal. I feel like this happens though, especially for twin flames, it happens as you resolve the karma from within your own life, and you resolve that separation from within. So again, I feel like there's still a little bit more looking to our childhood wounding and resolving that, resolving the karma and separation, and this return to kindness. Something that we're working on, something to think about too, is we're clearing karma, tying up karma that gets carried over into the new year. And this card had already flipped in the deck. So we've got Two of Swords in reverse. And I feel like this is where maybe we're still not seeing aspects of ourselves, like the ugly parts of ourselves, right? This feels like to me, looking at reading, I'm still trying to figure out twin flames are, okay. We'll talk about twin flames more in a minute. This feels like twin flames are basically, let me just say this as an aside, twin flames are basically an opportunity for you to come into union with yourself. So any twin flame experience you have, perceived twin, false twin, however you want to view it, your twin flame connection, the thing that puts you on this journey, the thing that puts you aligned with these videos, is so that you can come into union with yourself. I feel like this card is talking about the denied aspects of self, the ugly pieces of self, the pieces of self that we haven't wanted to see or look at. These are the pieces that we need to deal with at this time so we can fully clear the karma, resolve that separation, and return to innocence, return to kindness, return to the purity that we're going to be moving forward with. And like I've been seeing in like February and March, this cleansing, this clearing. So let's get some more clarity on this. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Wands in reverse. So this is where they're saying, don't push it. Don't force things. This is what I had said to you guys, like don't force it out of the gate with your intentions. Let the intention sort of like brew and simmer from within. Plant the seeds from within. Strategize. Plan from within the first few weeks of January. This isn't a time to be pushing forward, bucking the system. This isn't a time of will, force, action. I don't feel like action is even really appropriate till the end of January. So don't pressure yourself, right? Like it's not a race. And It doesn't mean that you're going to be doing nothing. I feel like this is a time of regrouping. This is a time of still resolving that karma. Remember I said at the beginning of the reading, I said we're wiping the sludge, the rest of the sludge off of our skin, and we're showering and purifying everything. Some of this means looking back to the past a little bit, and some of it still means tweaking the ugly or separated parts of ourselves, right? The fragmented parts of ourselves. That still means that there's a little bit of that needs to be resolved so we can move forward, cleansed, cleared, purified, in alignment. And this is when things will just naturally progress forward. We don't have to push. We don't have to force. And I feel if you do try to do that at the beginning of January, that you'll be met with resistance, and that things won't open naturally. It'll feel forced or blocked or. Let's see what else. So we have the Lovers. So the Lovers this is a lot of union energy that I've been feeling for twin flames. Not just, some of you have commented, and if you watch the replay, and this isn't for everyone watching this video, but I know I see the comments, I read them all the time, and a lot of my videos mention that some of you have been with perceived twins. And I don't like to say false twins. I just say perceived. I mean, someone that you've been perceiving as a twin. There's no right, wrong. And I get the feeling that you have more of a twin flame or soul life partner coming in for you. This doesn't mean that twins aren't coming into union. Twin flames are coming into union. There are some twins where the perceived twin is the twin, and and there is the opportunity for union this year. But there are many of you who have had a perceived sort of like karmic relationship that you perceived as a twin flame. And what I get, and I see it over and over and over again in my readings, like I can't believe how often, like on repetition, on repeat, what I'm trying to say, that I see it over and over again. And I get the message like, no, you've got someone new coming in. Nope, someone new's coming in. And I get the message. It's the life partner, or it's like the soul partner, or it's the real twin flame. And I think don't get hung up on why you started on this journey or why you're here. It's just allow it to be fluid. Allow it to show you. I do feel like there's a huge potential for union. And I do believe that there is a lot of this energy being heightened. And I also believe that some of these interactions leading up right to that energy, like I'd say in February, like that Piscean energy, from now through then, it's going to be very intense, like very passionate. This could be someone that you just meet. This could be the reconnecting with someone from the past. This could be it finally working out, or things like the space being cleared for like a union to happen where maybe it wasn't. Maybe there was a karmic marriage. Maybe there were things kind of blocking the way. But in this reconnecting and in this coming together, I see this being a very intense, passionate time, both intensely emotional and both physical. So there's like a passion physically and emotionally. And there's just like this real intensity. And when I say real, I really mean like real love, real strong emotion, real strong physical connection, okay? So we're going to see a lot of this. And for some of you, like I say, you'll be coming out of separations and this will happen. And or we could see that you're meeting someone new, right? So Sherry D says, someone said that twin flames have others that will step in if the twin flame decides not to honor the contract. Not sure what to think. I believe that the contracts are set up before we come into this lifetime. So it's not like the twin, like in my belief system, I don't believe that the twin decides in this lifetime, like, oh, I don't feel like doing it this lifetime. Let her go over there. Let him go over there. I don't believe it happens that way. I believe that your soul contract is set up at a higher level before you come in. Meaning the fate of the relationship, the destiny, and what the purpose of it is. So it's not like it's and I don't feel like doing that this lifetime, and then someone else steps in. I don't believe it works like that. Thank you, Maynard Fan A, for donating. And you're welcome. Bianca, why are you confused? Okay, don't be confused, you guys. Don't be confused. And if you're confused about twin flames, focus on yourself, because that's what this journey is about. It really is. It's about you finding union with yourself. That's the gateway to your either meeting your true twin flame and or uniting with your twin, right? We get focused on the other person. We need to pull it back onto ourselves. So the King of Wands just came out. Okay. And I feel like this is really like the physical progress that we're going to experience as we look to the new horizon, as we look out to the new year, as we look at what we want to physically bring into the world. And I feel like this is an energy of what they're talking to me about right now is like it being able to materialize for you. You have the tools, they're saying, to materialize. You have the resources to materialize what you want to manifest. And they're saying don't doubt that, because that future is bright. There's things physically that you don't have right now that you're going to have at the end of the year. For some of you, it's a house. For some of you, it's like increased abundance or monetary flow. It could be pets. Like, they're talking about physical things that you don't have right now that are going to totally change and come into your life. So don't block those things with false beliefs or limited beliefs, things that tell you that you're not worthy of, or that would be hard, or how, like you might be saying like, how would I buy a house by the end of the year? But I'm seeing like some of you are, or you're meeting someone, or you're creating collaborations, or maybe you're physicalizing even businesses, like new businesses. What they're showing me is things that aren't in formation now are in formation by the end of 2020. And these look like big things, like houses, businesses, and they're material things, right? They're like actual physical things. So don't think that anything's impossible. Everything's possible. Everything's on the table. Anything that you want to create, you can create. And things that aren't here now can be here in 6 months from now. And so remember that. Okay. So here's the Three of Wands. And I think this is that. This is about the looking out. This is about planting our seeds, putting our efforts out there, putting our energies out there, seeing what comes back to us. And this is physically about what we're wanting to create in the physical and the return on our energetic investment. I also feel like this is where we may need to take some risks this year. January is not the month to do that. I feel like you'd be better off taking your risks in April. If you want my advice, I would say April is like the best bet for jumping off points, accepting new offers, creating something new, putting things out to the universe, taking new opportunities, letting go of our crutches, letting go of anything that we've been dependent on or holding on to. I really feel like April will be the time to do that, okay? Let's get some clarifiers over here in this moon deck, and I just had one fly out, which I'm going to grab. Okay, so I love it. New growth. These are the seeds. This is the seed moon, and it's talking about new growth. So this is exactly what I was talking about, the seeds that we're planting. That's what I said. It's like we put those seeds out there, and then we kind of see what grows and see. April's going to be the time where things bloom, and this is where you're going to be like, whoa, things are going to start to pop, and then you're going to be able to walk through new doors, and you're going to be able to let go of all of the old stuff that you may have been clinging to. We also have the Hero, which is Leo. Okay, so it tells me that there is some fire energy that that's helping us to be courageous. I feel like probably between that time, right? So probably around that time, this doesn't feel like January to me. This still feels like this is like April, and then it leads into the gateway in August. So there's something that you're stepping up, making a bold move, taking a risk in like April timeframe, okay? And that's the time to let go of the crutches. Like I said, that's the time to take the new offer, to make the risk, to take the risk, to make the leap, to do that stuff. What you do then, I feel like pays big dividends in August, when we go into the eclipses in August, or the near August. That's when you're going to see how things have paid off, how that risk paid off, or how that gamble paid off, okay? And I feel like you're going to see a lot of the fruition from the early seeds that you plant. Like I said, in April will be like a big doors opening, big gateway, as I talked about earlier. And then as you take those risks, as you make those leaps, we're going to see a lot of that pay off around the August, or around the second set of eclipses in the summer, okay? In the summer in the northern hemisphere. And let's get more clarity on that. If you guys missed it too, I read a bit of my January reading, the written forecast. If you want to sign up on my website for those, they're free. They go out every month. It's just an extended written forecast. So this is talking about expansion. And again, this is what I feel like this is talking about too, right? This is about growth. This is taking a risk. This is about making progress. And these seeds too are about new growth, right? So, you know, growth and expansion are big this year. This is not a year where we're just going to be talking about doing things. This is where we're really expanding. Manifestation is going to be easy and effortless. It's going to be, things are just going to come. We're not going to need to force, okay? This is why we need to get clear on the difference between visualization and fantasizing and romanticizing, and getting intentional with our manifestations versus just sort of, like I said, romanticizing things. And we're going to learn how to do that this year. Collectively, I feel. Okay, so stability. So this is coming up in reverse. So this is the tree. And it's about root stability. This is your, you know, root chakra. This is about security, grounding, strength. This is about you planting a new foundation. This is a new foundation. And I feel like this is also the seeds that grow, right? And your stability comes from your own sense of groundedness. This comes from your clear and aligned root chakra. This comes from the belief within of I am safe, secure, and protected from within myself. Nobody else can throw me off balance. Nothing can throw me off kilter. I've got this, right? And so it's that sort of feeling from within that welcomes in, I feel like, all the abundance and all of everything that you want to create. And that, in effect, creates or forms a new foundation for many of you. Like I said, a foundation that wasn't there before. A new business, a new house, a new, like, this is a year of big, like, I feel like big strides forward. Like, where something that's not here now is there by the end of the year. Like a physical business, a physical home. And you're going to go like, wow, how did I get here? How did I get all that? How did all that monetary success come? How did I do so well starting my business in a year? And that's how it's going to happen. So I feel like the belief from within around feeling I am safe, secure, protected from within, self-reliance, healing the root chakra, that feeling, that strength and stability from within is huge. Okay. So the bottom of this deck is goals. And this is about you setting forth your plans. This is planting the seeds. And this is through a visual, intentionally. You setting it forth intentionally from your mind's eye, through your visualizations and or through writing it down, right? And I feel like this is thinking about what your goals are for this year, not resolutions, goals. And there's no timeline on goals. And that's one thing I do want to say is that with your goals, the best thing you can do is just love you too. Thank you, Kristen, for donating. So the best thing you can do with goals is to keep visualizing, keep imagining that the goals are coming to fruition, that you're achieving that goal, how good it feels, how the process even feels. Get caught up in the process of whatever that goal is, the learning, the whatever you're doing. Don't get hung up on when the goal is going to come to fruition or how, because that's where we err, and that's where we need to let go of the when and how and just get focused on the what and why. Okay. All right. Why don't we do this? I'm going to open it up now where I'm going to really focus on the questions. If you guys have, okay, so let me just answer this real quick. Maynard Fan A, what's the name of that deck? The little black one? I think it's this one. This one is Christina Georgieva's Universal Oracle deck. You can Google it online, or her name is Christina Georgieva. And this one is I think it's the Spirit de Lune or de Luna. It's the Moon deck. And you can find it online as well. All right, so let's open it up for questions. You guys want to comment about the new year, ask questions. If you have donated, remind me again. I'm happy to do a card pull. And let's do a card pull for Kristen. Kristen, because you just said I've donated, thank you so much. I'm going to do a card pull for you now. Hopefully you're still tuned in. Kristen, you have the Ace of Cups. This is like good. You've got something new brewing here, and you definitely have, like, there's a lot of hope, I feel like, spilling over your cup. Like, I think you're excited for the new year, and I think you've got some good, like, energy going. Like, you've got, like, that momentum going from within. You're ready for the new. I feel like you're ready for that, and you're ready for this emotional fulfillment that hasn't been fully present, and it's coming. They're saying it's definitely coming, so that's really positive for you. Hi Alana, thank you so much for donating. You're too kind, and you've given too much already. And for your beautiful flowers when I came home from the hospital, so gorgeous. So this is what I get when I look at the deck. This is you, Alana, the Empress. I feel like you got to stick with it. You got to keep going. I feel like you're just coming into your power now. It's going to get stronger. It's going to keep building. Don't give up. Find new ways. Find different, you know, it might not, Alana, I'll have to say, it might not be that you're doing all that one thing, right? It might be like all these different things that are under that one umbrella, but stay with it, because I feel like you're building something, and you're gonna own it soon, and it's going to take some time. Yeah, look at this card again. She's owning it. This is where she's owning it. You're building something, you're owning it, and it's coming to you. It's gonna be a building block process. I believe that you need to do more of like the angel readings, they're saying. And the Reiki work, and see, this is what I'm saying. They're saying all different things. The Reiki work, the energy work, the angel readings. It's not like the way your business is going to build is not going to be from just one pool of money or one talent or one gift. It's going to be from many. So keep diversifying, keep trying different avenues, because then I also feel like you're going to make a spiritual trip to Hawaii. So I don't know. Did you go to Hawaii, Alana? I don't remember. You're going. Did I tell you that? You're going to Hawaii. Have I told you that already? I don't know. But let me know, because I just got that message again. So that's a good thing. Yes, Kristen, Ace of Cups. Amy Wright. Amy says, do high soulmates also receive the exact twin flame synchronicities? Yin Yang 69. Yes, I can pull a card on your connection, Amy. Yes, actually, soulmates receive a lot of the same stuff. I know many of you won't believe that, but I can tell you from personal experience that I had been receiving signs and synchronicities with non-twin flame type soul connections for most of my life, and they ran the gamut and run the gamut, and that is highly possible that you will still receive yin yang. There's still this, in all relationships, there's masculine, feminine, always balancing. Your relationship with your mom, with your sister, with, you've got yin yang energy happening there. So it can happen with twin flames, soulmate, soul beings, and signs can be very similar. I remember looking up 1111 20 years ago, and this is when like we had dial-up internet, and AOL would dial up. Like that's how ancient that like it was. So computers were just like a new thing, right? And there was still tons of information on the 1111 phenomenon, and not even connected to twin flames. So has the stuff been around for a long time? Yes. And is it connected to more than just a twin flame? Can it be shared by soulmates? Yes, 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 absolutely. All right, so let me pull a card for you, Amy, and then you missed dial-up. I don't miss dial-up. Hi, Becky. I will definitely pull a card for you too. So let me get to Amy. Amy, we got the Page of Pentacles here. So I feel like you asked about your connection, and I feel like, well, there is a focus that like your counterpart has, I feel like, on work or on, something that doesn't feel related to your connection, like that's something that it feels outside of your connection. And this person needs to sow those oats and walk that path and keep that focus going, because that's going to give them the maturity and stability that they need to come into a relationship more whole and more ready, if that makes sense for you. If you have questions, let me know, but that's the message I get. Becky. Hi, Becky. All right, Becky, what do we want to pull for you? Let's see. All right, Becky. You have the Hermit. Okay, so let's clarify that, because I don't... And retreat. So there's something you need to pull back your energy a little bit and your situation, I think. And this could be a good time to just pull your energy back. I feel that you no longer need to light the pathway for your twin flame connection. You need to pass the torch. Okay? So this is why they're asking you to pull back, so that someone else, your counterpart, can carry the torch, and he will. And so that's the message for you. Okay? Hope that's helpful. Hi, Jess. Oh, Jess, thank you for donating. Hi, Danielle. Yes, I can pull a card for you, Danielle. Absolutely. So Danielle says she's going through a hard breakup with her DM, which we all know. We've all been there, right? So let's pull a card for you. So the Hierophant is coming through in reverse. Let the universe take care of it is the feeling I get, okay? I feel like this is all in divine order, Danielle. Don't freak out. It's just let it kind of trust that it's in divine order. Connect into your spirituality. Let things play out. I don't feel like it's over. I feel like you need to trust in this split or this breakup. Let's pull another clarifier for you, Danielle. So there's too much ego, I think, coming from your counterpart. So this is the ego card in reverse. Okay, so there's something around those insecurities or that conditioning, or maybe both the mirroring of the insecurities that caused this breakup or caused this split. There's an authenticity that's missing that you can't reach right now because you're not ready to, the both of you. So trust in that. It's not time right now. Trust in the split. Energies can't split unless they're misaligned. So it's, or unless it's really in alignment. So let me say that in a better way. If you're holding energy with someone, it's because you're, like, let's say you're mirroring runner chaser. You're both at the same level in that mirroring. But once someone goes a level up or heals a bit and can't be at this level, then there'll be a split of the energy, right? So there's something that this person, your counterpart, needs to work on and heal. And there's something else that you need to be doing and focusing on too. And that's why this energy has split right now. So trust in that. It's in divine order. Hi, Pauline. Hi, Jamie. Thank you for donating. Anything on love and mission? Let me pull a card for you, Jamie. Present. So they're asking you to be present. This is about, I think, for you especially. Let's see what the tarot deck says, but I think it's like really about don't get ahead of yourself. Be present, breathe, keep the mindfulness going, and so this is telling me there's some sort of, this is for Jamie. Jamie, I feel like maybe there's something that you've been not happy or satisfied with in the present. So there's a change that you want to create. There's something new that you want to welcome in. You're looking to it in the future, or you're thinking about the past. They want you to get more centered on the present. I feel like this is going to involve you getting really grateful, focusing on gratitude, because that's how you're going to welcome in that advancement in the love or mission, whatever you're asking about here. I feel more satisfaction, more fulfillment comes in for you when you get really present. Have you read like The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle? Have you like intermingled with those types of philosophies, or that do mindfulness meditations? I feel like that's going to help you, and everything that you want is coming. They just want you to take your eyes off of like the when, the how, and any dissatisfaction that you feel in the now. That's what I get. Hi, Marie. How are you? Good to see you too. Let's pull a card for you, Marie, for this year and see what's going on. Okay, we got Ace of Swords in reverse. You're welcome, Jamie. So this is like you cutting through something. I feel, Marie, like you're making some progress here this year. This is what it looks like. This is like, I feel like there's some stuff for you to sift through, to cut through, to understand better. They're saying, There's a spiritual, okay, so this is what they want you to know, Marie. There's a spiritual knowledge that you've yet to tap into that's coming to you. And you're needing to cut through some of the truths that you view as reality because they're not, in order to find like your new definition of truth, because I feel like it's more of a spiritual truth. So I feel as though this is not just, you know, sifting through situations and experiences in your life, but this is also a cutting through, you know, maybe what people around you say about reality, what is the truth of things, because they're saying you have a higher spiritual knowledge or understanding that's trying to come through for you, and they want you to accept that as the truth. So I hope that that makes sense. And I would say, if anything, lean towards your spiritual understanding and spirituality, your spiritual knowing, and that's how you're going to find a lot of your answers this year. Okay. All right, Sherry, try donating. It wouldn't accept card. I don't know, Sherry. I'm not sure. Maybe try another time, and I appreciate that. You're welcome, Marie. You know, if a lot of people are donating at once, I don't know what's happening. Hopefully the link's okay, but some of you are saying I tried to. Just give it maybe a few minutes. I'm happy to pull cards for you. Just give it a few minutes, or maybe try like right after the reading wraps up. It might just be because so many people are trying to access the link at one time. Don't forget, there's 2 other readers doing this, and so there's going to be, you know, various donations coming in. Bianca asks, what's in store for me? Any guidance? Let's see, Bianca. Let's use the, we'll use the Star Child Tarot deck for you. Hi, Jennifer. I saw that you donated earlier. Yes, I will pull a card for you regarding your union. Let me get to Bianca, and then I'll do, I'll pull for you, Jennifer. Okay, so Bianca, we have 7 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so I feel like there's some massive stuff that you're letting go. And as you let this go, you're making space. You know, I feel like you're clearing space, you're making space. And you would do very well working with, I don't know, Bianca, if you work with crystals, but you do very well working with amethyst and rose quartz at this time. I would bring those 2 crystals into your life, and I would use them for healing and for calling in the vibration of love. I think for forgiveness as well. And I would definitely, Bianca, definitely, if you're not already working with amethyst and rose quartz, get them like untumbled, I see, and put them together and use them together. Hold them in your hands, put them on your body, sleep with them under your pillow. That'll be really good to open things up and open up forgiveness and help you release things from the past. You wore rose quartz today around your neck. Awesome. So you're already doing it. Team that up with amethyst. I feel like that'll be like a really good combo for you. All right, Jennifer, thank you for donating, and let me pull a card for you. Okay, to get the Knight of Cups. Okay, so for you, Jennifer, I feel like you have your sovereignty. they're like you have your sovereignty, Jennifer. This is about, this whole journey, I feel like for you has been about finding that sovereignty, finding that stability on your own, filling your own cup. And as you're asking about your twin flame union and everything, they're like, it's like your guides are going like, you already have it all. You have it all. Like the union will come. They want you to really relish in the fact that you have your sovereignty, that you found your independence, that you're stable on your own 2 feet, that you're finding fulfillment from within yourself, and good job on that. And and that everything that you desire beyond that comes as you go fully into that. So like they want you to relish in it is what I hear. Okay, so let me know if that makes sense for you, if you need further clarification. Okay. Hi Tracy. Yes, I'm happy to pull a card for you. I'm happy to see you too, Angela. Thank you. Yep, and I'll get to you also, Pauline. All right, so this was for Tracy. Tracy, you're getting the Starseed card in reverse. I feel like this, I don't know, is it your son? This is really interesting. Tracy, you have something pulling you to a bigger horizon. I'm being shown. So whatever that means for this year, trust it. Something's pulling you to a bigger horizon. There's going to be change in your life this year. And I even get moving your address. So moving. And there's a greater force at work. There's an orchestration happening in your life, and they're just reminding you to trust it. Okay. Okay, Pauline. So the moon, Pauline, in reverse. So the moon, I feel like this is where you're going to have a lot of power and strength if you can sync up with these energies, with the fluctuations, with the Cancerian energy even through January, right? Because we have that full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer. This is going to affect you in a big way. It's going to create a new desire. I feel like for you, you're going to emerge out of that period, that lunar eclipse, with a new desire that you didn't have before. And it's truly about your path, your life purpose, your mission. Okay. So use that energy. It's like I said, it's going to be kind of like a up down time. It's going to be a little bit emotional. It's going to be a little bit moody, that type of energy through this lunar eclipse in Cancer. However, they're saying go within and focus on that. It's a new desire that's coming through for you. So something that you can cultivate. All right. Hi, Culture Evolution. I'm grateful to see you guys too. If you guys don't know, I just had surgery 3 days ago, and I didn't think I'd be sitting here like this with you tonight. I literally thought I would be doing this from my bed, like looking like hell. I didn't know I would be doing this well. So I'm so thankful to be doing this and to be sharing this space with you and feeling well tonight and recovering. All right. Is there anyone else? You're glowing. Thank you, Culture. Thank you so much. It is so good to hear. I'm on a new trajectory, and this is why your donations and all your contributions are so important, because I actually had to start from square one with a new set of doctors at a new hospital. This is more like forward-thinking allopathic medicine or traditional medicine, and someone who's collaborative, supportive, who respects me and respects my decision not to take chemo or radiation. And yeah, so I mean, it's really, really good. Like, it's a whole new trajectory and a really big difference from where I had been a few months ago and even earlier in December, which was pretty damn bleak. I hate to admit it, but it was very, very bleak. I think I had probably reached being near death several times. So it's been a huge turn of events, and you all are giving me the strength and the fortitude and the support that I need so that I can keep going on this journey, and definitely starting off the new year with some renewed faith. All right, so who else? You're welcome, Jennifer. Who else haven't I got to that might have donated that needs a card pull or wants something? Because I'm going to wrap it up in a few minutes just so I can go rest. But hi, Amy. I'm not going to confirm if someone is a twin flame on a live read. So maybe we can work together in private session, but I can't focus the energy. If I could, I would. I can't focus the energy enough right now. It's just too much energy. But happy to pull simple messages, you know, see what comes. Mermaid love, thank you. Thank you for your love, and thank you so much for your support. Thanks, Angel. You're awesome. Angela, we didn't do a card for you. Okay. Hi, Becky. That's fine. Becky, I think when you, thank you so much. Yeah, but as long as you donated, then you donated. I'm happy to pull a card for you. Okay, and A. Schultz. Okay, so Becky, the Strength card is coming up. Okay, so this is like, this is something that you're mastering that I feel like you weren't really in control of before. This feels like self-control, actually. They're showing me the lion is you. They're saying you're tempering your reactions or reactivity. You're composing yourself in a new way. There's like a composure. There's a grace. That's a big word. I feel like will be a good word for you to take into the new year as you connect with your divinity. Is the word like grace, composure. There's a lot of stillness that you're finding. Strengthen, and that's really cool. So that's for you, Becky. Angela, I'm going to pull a card for you now. Becky R. Ace of Cups, Angela. So you also have some sort of a new beginning. I feel like your new emotional beginning is also tied to like your stream of, you know, revenue or your career or your mission. I feel like there's fulfillment coming on that sector too, not just from relationships, but really from what you do in your life and how you fulfill your dreams and your passions and how you make money. I think that there's like a new beginning there of some sort. Or if you're wanting to make a new beginning, the big early part of 2020 would be a great time to do it. Okay. All right, A.E. Schultz, let's pull a card for you. Thank you, Melissa. Oh, Amy, thank you. I know. I'm like, A.E., Amy, Elizabeth, that's beautiful. All right, let's pull for you, Amy. Amy, what's going on, girlfriend? All right, so there's something that has recently unearthed or is going to unearth, I feel like through the lunar eclipse, could have just been through the solar eclipse. But this is really, they're saying it's for a massive rebuilding in your life. If it already happened in 2019, then you're rebuilding now. Like you're starting that process of rebuilding. This may not be in a physical sense. This may be emotional. This may be with certain relationships. Yeah. So let's leave that. Sherry? Oh, Aluna's doing her reading tomorrow night. Yes, okay, good. So, because I talked to her tonight and I know she was having a snowstorm and connectivity issues. So she'll do hers tomorrow. If you guys want to tune into her live reading, you know she's awesome, and she'll have an awesome live reading for you. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you, Jennifer. You guys keep the prayers coming. Like really, I do feel like it's going to be an awesome new year for everybody. And again, I have a full written forecast for you. I'm still writing, I'm still channeling it. And it's going to go out on New Year's Day. So if you haven't signed up on my email list, get on my email list. And you guys can still comment on the video after I stop the live. I love you guys. And anything else before we close up? Anyone have any other questions? Oh, Amy, it was health issues with the tower. Okay. All right. So that's interesting. This is forcing you on to a rebirth path. Okay. That's what I just got. So that's for you, Amy. Amy Elizabeth. You're being forced to rebirth, to do things differently. Whenever we have these health issues come up, that they're forcing us to change our ways, to change our patterns, to change the way we treat our bodies and how we integrate and how we heal. And yeah, so this is a big rebirth for you. I think it'll be good in the long run. I really do. You're going to come through your health issues. And they're also showing me something with like the blood. And, you know, blood is not our life force energy, as many people say. That's something that I have learned recently. Blood is something that is it's so vital for your life, right? So obviously we need our blood, but they're talking about purifying the blood. They're talking about cleaning the blood. This could be your lymph system. This could be your lymphatic system. This is definitely about waste. This is definitely about how your body rids of waste. Look at that at a dietary perspective, and you're going to heal your health issues. Okay? So you're welcome. Thank you, Becky. Love you. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you guys catch the replay and you see this after the fact, you want to donate, comment, give support, it's definitely open for you to do so. I appreciate all the support. Amy says it's heart issues. Okay, so I'm getting like the blood and the pumping, and so yeah, you're gonna heal this, and look to the heart chakra. Heal your heart chakra. Heal those emotional wounds over that heart chakra. Thank you, Culture Evolution. Thank you, guys. Mwah, I love you. I'm gonna sign off now. Have a good night. Happy New Year. Bye.